I'll be completely honest. Moving out for the first time on my own at the age of 32 has been nothing like how I expected it to be. Or maybe partially. Um, I was just crawled into a ball, just weeping on the bed because my bank account just hit a negative number after paying for the first apartment that I moved out from and then the new apartment. So it's almost like I basically paid for two apartments and then bills, electricity, and internet, and they made a huge mistake. So like my mom and we got charged for like double the amount, and all of the fees, and I spent so much money on junk removal. That was a four-figure investment. Every cent, every penny was worth it because it got rid of so much stress. But my point is, adulting can be stressful. Adulting can be expensive. And there's so many people on the internet saying shit like, how I made seven figures, six figures, and yes, I was one of them, all right? Because it is possible. But realistically, like the parts that people don't talk about is the inconsistency. Like one of the reasons why I not crawl back into, but basically crawl back into having a job is because I want that routine, that's safety, predictability. When I was in my early 20s and even before that, yes, I was taking fuck ton of risks, and some of them were not even educated. I did not take educated risks for a while when I first started in business. I just did this, invested in this, started a new business partner, got scammed, and all of this stuff. And I had the bandwidth and capacity to do that. And money wise too. Like, because when you're an entrepreneur, you make 5 figures 1 month, and or you make 5 figures for 3 months, but then the next month you're making like $5,000, and then you're back to another $15,000 month. So it's like very inconsistent roller coaster ride, but majority of the time spent going up. But man, when you enter your 30s, it's almost like your biology changes because I do not miss those times. And I fully respect, and like I encourage all the young up and coming creators and entrepreneurs who are taking risks, like fuck 9 to 5, fuck colleges. I was right there with them. But now I'm 32. I want something routine. I need a system. I need a predictable income. I want to be able to kind of like settle down in a way. It's almost like my soul calmed down. And my internal ADHD also kind of found a balance because I don't need to be constantly chasing that quick dopamine hit. I want to sit down and do the work that I enjoy. And I love that. I love where I am right now. And I am basically living the dream life that me in my early 20s was working hard for. This is my first time completely moving out on my own, without any roommates, without any business partners, without turning the apartment into an office and working all day and night, because that was my first time moving out. I don't really want to count that as moving out on my own because that was not my apartment to begin with, even though I was the one paying for it. But story for another day. And I found myself just weeping in bed about looking at my bank account and seeing a negative number. And I was like, what are you doing? Nothing, absolutely nothing is gonna change about that unless I get the fuck up and do something about it. And this this is a reality of working at a startup. Sometimes work gets crazy. Sometimes it feels like you're playing sports without any rules or guideline. You never really know where the ball is going to come and hit you or where you're going to get tackled. That's what it feels like sometimes. But it's such a beautiful balance for me now. Whereas versus before when I was running my own business. It just felt like I was running the whole shit show and playing the game and trying to coach myself while trying to, it was a shit show. But whereas now I have a team that I fully entrust in, they're very talented, smart people. If I feel like I'm about to burn out and die, I can talk to them and be like, hey, I need help. And there's also that consistency and safety of a base pay. So I'm getting paid the same amount every single month. And of course, I'm more than happy to kind of like reduce that if the company's suffering. Don't tell the co-founders. I want to get paid more. Shh. But then there's also on top of that opportunity for me to make commission. So there's not really a ceiling if you are capable and competent enough to grow a company. So it's almost like all of those years of me learning content creation and entrepreneurship, running a business, and just failing over and over again on my own, it was all worth it. Because all of those skill sets that I learned along the way, I still get to use it and develop it and just grow the company, but with an amazing team. So our co-founder likes to call it a high performing sports team, and that's what it really feels like. And sometimes if you're injured mentally, physically, you get to sit on the bench and watch the team play. But if you're an entrepreneurial spirit, you won't want to just sit there. You're like, I have to be out there playing the game with the team and like get to that next level and win the championship and beat the other team and the competitor. Like, if you have that spirit, but also you're in a stage of life where you crave that safety and like this desire of wanting to settle down and like this desire of wanting to find a lifetime partner. Like, I never had that. Like, I told my mom not too many years ago, like, I am not getting married. I'm gonna be that single rich auntie. Now I'm just like, that'd be nice. Like the idea of settling down, not the concept of settling down as in settle, like not settling with option B or C or D in life in general or relationship. It's like once you find your person, once you find your dream job or work or industry, once you find your, you know, soul and what you want to do, what you like, what you dislike, when you learn to get to know more about yourself, it's like my soul is finally content. And sure, you might have heard like, oh, never be content, always work for better. Like, yeah, you can be content right now and still want to be better. Because I'm content and have found my dream job or what I love doing doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop going to the gym every single day. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop reading books every single day because that's the fastest way to learn, right? Someone's decade of failures and achievements just condensed into 8 hours. Like, frick, read books. Anyways, see, like what I notice about myself is when I go deep in that pain cave and feel bad for myself and start crying, the second I click record on my phone, it's almost like I'm talking to you directly. And of course, like it could be me talking to my younger self, but I know that me when I was younger are still out there. So for those of you who are listening, if you are listening this far into this video, that means your dream life is coming. Like I did not know I could be where I am today, working from home full time, working with huge content creators, creating content myself, and working with so much freedom, but also time to be able to do what I still love. So I wanted to tell you, I want to show you the real ups and downs of entrepreneurship, living as a content creator, and how it's possible to make money online. And it's possible to turn this into your full-time lifestyle. So, yeah, talking to you is inspiring me. And thank you for being the reason why I get to do what I do and how like lit up I am. The 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 thought of being able to inspire you to be able to continue moving forward and believe in your delusional dream and turn it into reality. I want you to be able to one day look back and be like, oh, this random Asian girl on YouTube was right. I am where I wanted to be in the past. That's the reason why I'm here. So, just another random YouTube video, and I just wanted to say so much love. Love will beat all. Okay.